Hey y'all. So today is Juneteenth. And it seems to be trending because there is a problem with Juneteenth being a federal holiday. What is the problem with Juneteenth being a federal holiday? Please, I would love to understand what is the problem with that. You guys get to celebrate 4th of July when you like you're literally celebrating. Okay, let's make this clear. 4th of July is celebrating your independence from British rule. 1776. Black Americans were still enslaved for 90 years until 1865, which is Juneteenth. And you know what we're doing? We're celebrating our independence. Like, what is the problem? Oh, it's a federal holiday. 4th of July is a federal holiday. But it's for Americans. We weren't even considered people. We were still enslaved. We weren't considered Americans at the time of 4th of July. And then we're seeing the thing of, I hate to say it again, but white people being facetious and being insulted and all of this about like, oh, what do we even do? What do we do on Juneteenth? Not a damn thing. It's not for you. Actually pick up a book and read why we have Juneteenth. It wasn't my people. I guarantee you if we go past your ancestry, past your grandfather, we're going to see either one, they was an immigrant that came from somewhere else, or two, they enslaved somebody. They had some type of servant, a nanny, who y'all try to play it off, oh, they're indentured servants. No, the nanny, the official nannies, were enslaved black women, raising your children, even down to the point they were breastfeeding your children. Due to the infertility, I can't even say it right now, due to the infertility issues that white women had, because white women are historically jealous of fertile black women. So your grandfathers, great grandfathers, great grandparents, great grandmother, 9 times out of 10 was raised by a black woman. Got people that are literally alive today that are being raised by a black woman. From ESPN being one of them. Skip talks about that all the time, like it's regular, like it's something normal. People had slaves all the way up into the 70s. Actually, still to today, in remote areas that we can't, get into the crevices of the United States. But it's considered normalized in our society. So what is the problem? Well, why we have it Juneteenth? Why do they get to celebrate? We don't have our own thing. Yes, you do. Independence Day, 4th of July. Don't try to make it, oh, it's an all of us American thing. No, black people were still slaves for 90 years after that. Still 3/5 of a man. Like, what is, we all read the same history book. This is surface level stuff. This is not even like advanced seeking knowledge, in which it was conceived in Galveston, Texas. Where I come from, I grew up on the border of Niagara Falls, New York. Niagara Falls, New York actually shares the same name as Niagara Falls, Ontario, a border city. Every year we used to go to something called Portaloozy. Go to Portaloozy to actually celebrate our freedom. It was a family reunion where we all wasn't considered cousins and everything like that, but it was family because we were all freed. Freedmen's family. In Buffalo, New York, we have a very big festival every single year for Juneteenth, because why? That is a border city. They don't like to show Buffalo in its true nature. Buffalo is considered a black city. So every time they show Buffalo, when they show like the white populace of Buffalo, a lot of them people are not from the inner city of Buffalo. They are not from Buffalo, New York. They live in what we call the South Towns. They live on the outskirts. They live in Amherst. They live in Cheektowaga. They live in West Seneca. They live in Blaisdell. They live all north the Tondawandas. They live all on the outside of Buffalo. Buffalo is a very, very, very black city. And you can tell because it still has the Tartarian structures. City Hall, which is a Tartarian structure, you can tell exactly by the architecture because it's still squared out with bricks that you can't even explain how did they get those that high. These heavy marble bricks, and then you see the elevator system. The elevator system is gold inside of City Hall. It's a very big Tartarian building with a gold dome across from it. You can tell all of it's connected. It has a spire or the ellipse right in the middle. Yes, with a small pyramid at the top. Buffalo is a very, very, very old city and Tartarian city, and actually one of the first black major settlements created by Buffalo Bill Hodge, who was black. The freedmen cities. That's why we're still cousins with Detroit, and we're cousins with Chicago, and we're cousins with Oakland. They all had the same architecture all the way across. You could tell where the migration happened. You could tell they all came from the same people. And that's what we get every time these clips pop up, and every time I go a little bit of viral or whatever, and it just literally, I can see the notifications and comments. It's just white people just, no, it didn't. That's not what happened. That's not what I was taught. Maybe you were indoctrinated. Maybe that's what you were. You were indoctrinated to believe something that was not true. So you deny someone's personal experience and what we have been literally shown, taught with pictures, family heirlooms of what happened in our history. Go on your attic and look at your family heirlooms. It's gonna get very dark. We saw the videos that everybody had to start taking down when they start going into their parents and grandparents' attics and they started finding KKK uniforms. Oh, my dad was a policeman for 40 years. They ain't got a KKK uniform. Yeah, what you think the officer is? All they did was change the language from overseer to officer. Overseer were just the people that were catching the slaves that were property. What do you think the police do? They protect the property. Everybody that delves into that knows what's the real juice of the police. To keep the police us. Where do you think the police are heavily at in our neighborhoods? Oh, because of crime. No, absolutely not. Make sure we in line and make sure we in check. All of that. That's how they've been functioning for hundreds of years, dog. They didn't even change up what the badge even looks like. So go Google, look up the overseer badge, and look up the sheriff badge. Same thing, did not change it whatsoever. And I told y'all, I'm not doing the whole thing of, oh, cite your sources. No, you're going to go look it up. If not, just argue in the comments with somebody else. Argue, because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. So what's the problem with Juneteenth? Why y'all so mad? Juneteenth. Y'all still got a problem with Martin Luther King. And half of our community is split on him. We feel like Malcolm X should have a federal holiday because the black community, half the black community is split because they feel like him asking for integration is what messed us up because we had everything. Just as white people had their own, we had our own. We had our own train cars. We had our own rail system. We had our own bus line. We had our own doctors, dentists, building our own paramilitary, all of that. Where it's been highly documented that they brought war on us. Literally blew stuff up. So when they talk about the Tulsa massacre as one singular thing, no, there's so many. There's so many. And they talk about it as if it was just a few people went down there with some guns, killed hunks of people. No, the military helped. Legitimately bombed that city. Flooded Oscarville, which is now Lake Lanier. Flooded another mill town, which is now Lake Norman. Tried to do the same thing to Lower Ninth Ward of New Orleans. Tried to flood that. Oh, the levee broke. You ever seen the levees in in New Orleans? Have you ever seen the levees? It's not going to just break. They're blown up. And that's also well documented. And then after they were blown up, militias were on boats, in trucks, hunting people down. Ask people from New Orleans. They'll tell you. There were militias trying to hunt people down. War ensued after that with Hurricane Katrina. They'll tell you with tears in their eyes. One of the most recent atrocities. So all of this, Juneteenth shit. All of this, why they gotta have this and why they 2026 still don't want us to have nothing. 2026 still have a problem. Number one trending topic right now in the world is white people complaining about black people having a day of joy to celebrate their freedom and independence, dog. 2026. Y'all be talking about, oh, put this behind y'all. Y'all don't need reparations. Slavery was so long ago. Then why is it still a problem that black people can have a day to celebrate? Oh, but it's a federal holiday, so we just not part of, we're not United States citizens. You get off. Y'all get off too. Y'all get off work too, but y'all decided to spend this day to be mad at us. Take your free day and enjoy. We don't know what to do. Have a picnic. Have a picnic. Y'all like having those. It's the reason why we got Juneteenth. Y'all had enough of them. You have the day to reflect. I don't know. Go to church. Y'all benefit from this day just like us. That's the problem. How y'all mad black people got Juneteenth and y'all benefit from this day just like us? You ain't had to go to work. Kids ain't had to go to school. Y'all wonder why the kids ain't had school. Juneteenth. Oh, what? I don't want to benefit from the day because black people get to benefit from it too. Like what? It's insane. 2026. We still have to have these discussions. It's crazy, man. I need to get y'all mind right. I'll catch y'all on the next one.